How's it going, guys? Jerry here, and welcome to yet another Pokemon ORAS Wi-Fi battle. Today we are going to be taking on a very good friend of mine that generally always comes out to my streams, known as Aaron, or better known as Tungstensty. I believe that is what the username on Twitch is. We're going to be taking him on, and I really don't know what to expect. Mr. Tungstensty is a very good Wi-Fi battler, and I have no reason. I don't know. I'm not good at these intros, and I'm pretty sure you guys are used to it by now, but whoa! Alright, so Electros, Hitmontop, Camerupt, Clawitzer, Noivern, and Doublade. Noivern is now RU, and Doublade is now UU. So this is going to be pretty damn interesting, and I really don't know who to lead with. Electros is scary, Camerupt is very frightening, Mega Camerupt, oh my lord. Clawitzer is going to be an issue. Eviolite Doublade is going to be annoying considering I don't have anything with knockoff. That's going to be a pain. Alright, I am going to go ahead and lead off with Cobalion. Yeah, I'm going to lead off with Cobalion because rocks can be very beneficial, especially for that damn Noivern. I'm not really a big fan of Noivern, especially in RU. Although Noivern and Flygon and Kingdra being in RU is going to make RU probably my favorite tier. Alright, so he's going to go ahead and lead off with Clawitzer. Alright, now Cobalion here is invested in its physical defense, so I'm going to go ahead and switch out into Slowking because Slowking does have natural special defense that's actually very good. And I'm also holding the Assault Vest. Now, Aaron could go ahead and predict that and go for a Dark Pulse, which is still going to do a lot because of Mega Launcher. So that's something that I have to be very, very careful about. He might actually go for the Water Pulse. I really don't know what Aaron is thinking. Maybe Aura Sphere. Aura Sphere is a thing as well. So right now, Aaron pretty much has everything to gain and nothing to lose. He's going to go for a Scald. If I get the burn, it's not going to be that bad. I don't really mind getting burned. I don't get the burn, which is awesome. He's Life Orb, so he's not Spexed. That's good because Choice Specs Clawitzer is a lot scarier than Life Orb. Although, Life Orb Clawitzer can be very scary as well because of its coverage. It has tremendous coverage. Now, I can go for a Grass Knot, or I can go for a Psyshock. Grass Knot is super effective, but Psyshock gets Stab. And, he wouldn't switch out into Hitmontop. I know that for a fact. I'm just going to go ahead and Grass Knot. He's going to go ahead and Dark Pulse. I do have the Assault Vest, so I'm going to take that pretty well. If I didn't have the Assault Vest, I probably would have gone down to that. So I'm going to go ahead and Grass Knot here. It's not going to knock out, but I'm going to assume that he's going to go for another Dark Pulse, and that pretty much gives me the opportunity to go back into Cobalion. I am justified. So Cobalion, he's going to withdraw. Going to go into Doublade. Huh. Alright, that was a pretty interesting switch. This thing does have the Sacred Sword, I know that. But I am physically invested in its in defense. So I can go ahead and set up my rocks now. But I really don't want Doublade to set up a Swords Dance, because that's going to be very, very dangerous. So I can Volt Switch out of here. I can set up my rocks. I'm going to go ahead and Volt Switch. That's not going to do anything because of... Oh, okay, it was a critical hit, but that still didn't do anything because of Eviolite. So I'm going to get out of here, and I'm going to go into... I could go into Pidgeot and go for a Heat Wave. It might not kill, though. Hitmonchan won't be able to do anything to it. Slowking, I'm scared is going to get KO'd by a Shadow Sneak or a Shadow Claw, potentially. I can go into Evire, but I think the best play here is to go out into Granbull. And get off the Intimidate and go for a T-Wave. He is going to go for a Swords Dance. Alright, I don't like seeing Swords Dance. Now, I don't want to stay in here because I might actually need Gramble for, I don't know. Will I need Gramble, though? I might need Gramble just for the Intimidate. Just for the fact that Gramble has Intimidate, I might actually need that. So I'm going to go ahead and switch out. And, I can't do that, though. I have to go for T-Wave here. So I outspeed outright, which is pretty interesting. Gonna go for the Iron Head. That's honestly gonna knock out Gramble. Sorry, buddy. I really hope that didn't cost me the game. Alright, I'm gonna go out into Evire here. Now, I can potentially go for 2 Earthquakes if he does get, if Doublade gets fully parried. Do I want to risk that, though? I can go for a Volt Switch and get out of dodge. Do I go for an EQ? That's what I'm wondering. He does have Electros with Levitate. I'm going to go for a Volt Switch, predicting him to go out into... Okay, he's going to go out into Electros, I'm assuming, to eat up any electric hit, or... Oh, he's going to go into, Noivern. Interesting. Now, this is where Gramble would have been very, very useful. I can go out into Hitmonchan, but I'm not going to do that because a potential Air Slash or Hurricane, and I don't want to take that. So I think the best switch is going to be Cobalion. Volt Switch... I am going to Volt Switch, actually. I am going to Volt Switch because I'm predicting him to go for like Hurricane or something. He's gonna go in U-turn. All right, if you go back out into if Aaron goes back out into Doublade, it's not gonna be terrible. Hitmontop. Okay. Again, this is a situation where Gramble would have been very, 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 very beneficial to still have. That's not going to do anything, but that's cool. I do have Mega Pidgeot. And I don't want to take a Thief or a knockoff from Hitmontop. Does Hitmontop get knockoff? I don't know. I know it has Thief because I have ran a Thief Hitmontop in the past. So I'm going to go out into Pidgeot here and go for a Hurricane. If he wants to go out into Doublade, that's cool. I don't mind. What's this? Leftovers? Alright, that is a Leftovers. Now, I know that Hitmontop, I should say, is particularly bulky, but I don't think it's going to appreciate a Hurricane. Especially coming off of Mega Pidgeot. So, I think we are pretty much in a good position here. Withdraw Hitmontop. Hopefully he goes into Doublade. That would be amazing. MGMT, that's Electros, I'm assuming. That is Electros. Alright, normally Electros like to be Assault Vest. So this Hurricane is not going to do anything if it is Assault Vest. If it's not, we'll just see how much it does. Gonna go for a Hurricane here. If I get the Confusion, that'll be pretty good too. I don't get the Confusion, which is unfortunate. I have to get out of dodge here because I don't want to take anything from this Pokemon here. I'm gonna go out into Hitmonchan. He might go for a Power-Up Punch. Or I could have actually gone into Electivire. So I really don't know what to do here. This Electros might cause some problems. He's gonna go for a Flamethrower. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and Drain Punch here. Or he can actually go out into Doublade. Do I double out or do I stay in with Hitmonchan? I can actually go for an Ice Punch, predicting something to come in. So I'm gonna do that. He might come out with Noivern. I can Ice Punch Noivern. Noivern won't appreciate that. Doublade can come in. Can I get the freeze? Oh no, I can't get the freeze. It's paralyzed. That does nothing. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Alright, I'm gonna go out into Cobalion and set up rocks for the Noivern. I think that's pretty much my best play now. So out comes Cobalion. He's going to go ahead and Shadow Claw. I am physically invested in defense. That still does quite a bit. You know, all things considered. So now is the perfect time for me to go for rocks. But Aaron might predict that and go out into his Noivern. Now, he's not going to do that. Okay. And it's paralyzed, which is fantastic. Alright, so now I can go ahead and Volt Switch, get the hell out of here. And maybe go out into Mega Pidgeot? Is that the play to make? I think it is the play to make. So I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. And then Mega Pidgeot can just do all sorts of shenanigans here. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and Volt Switch. I think a Heat Wave at that margin can actually knock out Doublade, regardless of it having Eviolite. So I'm going to go out with Mega Pidgeot. And it's paralyzed again, so the hacks are definitely on my side here. And I really have no reason not to go for a Heat Wave, so I'm going to go for a Heat Wave here. So far this battle is actually very, very intense. Gonna withdraw Doublade. Who else do you have? Clawitzer? Alright, I mean, I have no reason not to go for a Hurricane after this. I actually think Heat Wave's gonna knock out here. And we're dropping some frames here. I have no idea why. Alright. I think everything is good now. Hopefully it doesn't interrupt the recording too badly. And my hair does not want to cooperate with me today. I apologize. I need a haircut, guys, so I do need a haircut. Morty, out comes Noivern. I am actually terrified of this thing being scarfed. I don't want this thing being scarfed. And I am going to need Pidgeot for Doublade because Doublade is actually very, very scary. I can go out into Evire if I wanted to. I don't think I need Cobalion anymore, so I think Cobalion is pretty much the best switch here. Is it though? Yeah, we'll go out into Cobalion. I don't need Cobalion anymore for anything, so Cobalion is pretty much the best switch here. Boom Burst. Alright, so we can easily take a Boom Burst. No problem whatsoever. Now, I'm going to go ahead and... Do I Toxic or do I Volt Switch? I'm going to go ahead and Volt Switch here. Alright, so Aaron's going to switch out his Noivern. He's going to go out into Hitmontop. Okay, interesting. Does Hitmontop get any sort of priority? I think he gets Bullet Punch and Mach Punch, I think. I can be mistaken. I'm not really sure. So I'm going to go and get out of here. And then, obviously... Or I can actually go into Slowking and go for a Psychic. That's a possibility. But I don't want to take a Thief in case... Because I'm pretty sure Hitmontop... That's one of the staple moves on Hitmontop. Thief. Do I risk it? Do I not risk it? I don't want to risk it right now. So I'm going to go into Pidgeot here. And then I am going to go ahead and go for a Hurricane here. If Aaron wants to switch out and go into Electros, he can do that. He's not going to. Okay, so Hurricane is going to knock out for sure. I don't see this Hitmontop living. Yeah, it's not going to live. Alright, so down goes Hitmontop. Mega Bird Jesus is coming through like always. Good deal, good deal. Alright, I predict Electros to come back in. Alright, there's Electros. Now, I can actually switch out into Evire here, but Evire really won't do anything to Electros. So I think the best switch here is to go out into Cobalion and maybe go for a Toxic. Although this thing does have the Flamethrower. But at the same time, I don't really need Cobalion anymore. So he's going to go ahead and go for a T-Bolt. I could have gone out into Evire, but that's fine. Alright, so I lived that, but I unfortunately get paralyzed. I guess that's Aaron's just desserts for me paralyzing his Doublade. So I'm not going to need this thing anymore, which is cool. Cobalion has served its purpose here. So now I can go out into Hitmonchan and just go for a Drain Punch. Or I can even go for an Ice Punch, predicting Noivern to come in. But do I want to do that is the question. I'm pretty sure a Drain Punch can still do something to Noivern, so I'm going to go for a Drain Punch regardless. He's not going to switch out. He's going to stay in. That's going to do quite a bit. We're going to get back to full health. Thunderbolt. We're going to eat that up because we are Assault Vest. Assault Vest Hitmonchan is so good, you guys. I really recommend Assault Vest Hitmonchan. Gonna go for another Drain Punch, and down goes Electros. Electros has given us a lot of problems, actually. I'm glad it's down. I'm glad Electros is finally out. Alright, so I predicted Noivern to come in. And depending on how much HP it has after rocks, Doublade. Oh, I forgot. Doublade is still a thing. Alright, for Doublade, I can actually go out into Evire. I can actually go out into Slowking, but I don't want to take a Shadow Sneak to the face. That would be pretty bad. Alright, so Aaron has 3 Pokemon left. Doublade, Noivern, and something else. My memory is atrocious. I hate my memory. Gonna go for an Iron Head. We're gonna eat that up. Wow, no we're not, actually. Wow, Evire, you are kind of, you're kind of frail. So we're gonna go ahead and Volt Switch here. Shadow Sneak. I don't like where he's sending it now. He might actually live that. Definitely. Alright, so we're going to get out of here, and we're going to go into Mega Pidgeot and pretty much just spam Heat Wave. I think that's our best play here. In fact, it's our only play. So we're going to go ahead and go for a Heat Wave. Honestly, Doublade serves no purpose, so I can't really see Aaron keeping this thing alive anymore. Yeah, I would question Aaron's sanity if that's what he did. So I'm happy he didn't do that. Because Doublade really is no longer serving its purpose. It's down and out. So Noivern is next, and something else. I don't remember exactly what else is next. Morty, here comes Noivern. Alright, I don't want to take a Boom Burst to the face. And I'm scared that this thing might actually be Scarfed. Am I worrying for nothing? I am worrying for nothing, but I'd rather play it safe. So I'm going to go out into Slowking. On the off chance Noivern decides to go for a Draco, I'm pretty sure AV Slowking can take it. Boom Burst again. I'm pretty sure we can live a Boom Burst. Easily. Oh yeah, definitely. And then we'll go for a Psyshock here. I think he got max damage there. We go out into Evire, Volt Switch, and I think that Volt Switch should knock it out. If not, we can always go for an Ice Punch. I'm pretty sure Volt Switch can knock out. If it doesn't, then I fucked up. Okay, oh, that was a crit. It might have actually been needed. I'm not gonna lie. That crit might have mattered. Well, I guess we'll never know. Alright, so last Pokemon. I'm gonna go into Hitmonchan. Oh, isn't it Hitmontop? I think Hitmontop's the last Pokemon. Oh no, it's not. Actually, I knocked it out with Mega Pidgeot. Camerupt! And I don't have Slowking anymore. Alright, I'm gonna go for a Drain Punch. Fuck, Hitmonchan is so good. I love this thing. Hitmonchan is amazing. Alright, Mega Camerupt. I think this is Hitmonchan's last stand, though. I don't see Hitmonchan living in Eruption. Although, I don't think Camerupt would go for Eruption. I think like a Fire Blast or an Overheat, maybe. You know what? We might actually live something. Oh my god! The hacks are on our side. I feel so bad for Aaron right now. Aaron, if you're watching this, I apologize. I apologize. Oh my lord. The hacks were definitely on our side. That was a very good battle though. I enjoyed every second of that. Wow. Anyways, you guys, if you enjoyed today's battle, please show your support by clicking the like button down below. Let's see if we can get this video to 20 likes. I know we can do it. And if you are new to my channel and you enjoyed this battle, please make sure to subscribe because that also helps out a ton as well. I'll also make sure to provide Aaron's links in the description below if you guys want to go ahead and challenge him. But with all that being said, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Oh, actually, if you also in the future want to have a chance to battle me, make sure to follow me on Twitter because I pretty much ask for battles on a daily basis. And since this is my last week of school, I'll be asking for battles daily. So if you guys want to make sure, or if you guys want to challenge me, go ahead and follow me on Twitter. But with that being said, you guys, once again, thank you so much for watching. My name is Jerry, and until next time, stay awesome.